the North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause. I'm the law.
And what they've shown from us in the first two games is that they have definitely arrived. Can they keep that momentum going? And the other thing to note as well is, if we look at the first two games from what we saw, both FaZe Clan and Gen G performing extremely well. At some point, one has to give way. At some point, we are going to see one of these two teams falter. And the question is, who's going to be able to pounce? If Gen G go out here with 0 points, can FaZe capitalize? And then maybe, just maybe, come in for first place. Match 3 underway. The final game of Miramar for the PGC Grand Finals is finally here. Will it be FaZe continuing? Gen G? Maybe another second place could be on the cards. And if they do, and with the kills they've been getting, it's going to make it so tough for anybody to catch them at that point.
Absolutely. We got the easy plane here. Nice plane coming from that northeast to the southwest. You can hear the fans are starting to go crazy in here. They want to see FaZe make a comeback. They want to see if Gen G can win it. They want to see if 4 a.m. can manage to pull something out of their hat.
What do you want to see, Poro, from this game?
What do I want to see? I want to see multiple teams going into these final two games, all with a shot at winning that big, big first place prize.
I think we obviously want that, the spread of points, but right now it seems like it's going to be top heavy. I'd love to see the contest between Gen G and FaZe this game, going toe-to-toe points. A lot of the action take place from phase 4 onward. Aduzi's got to run up and spin Joy, knocked down.
Joy from the car. He's nuts.
Aduzi did get Rang, but wasn't able to get Joy. 3 in the car for Ace. No, it's, well, yeah, it is 3. I was right. I saw Alpaca peek his head out. Oh, another one knocked down. A CAD. It's gone horribly wrong for Entis Ace. Down to 2 players. Joy and Alpaca. Joy is also low, knocked down by Vestalot in Death Valley. For Entis Ace, they might just go out in last place.
Oh, as you said, everything falling apart. Entis Ace had the high ground, they had to move, but now we're calling it W-Click getting crashed here, but Akkad is going to finish off Alpaca. That's Entis Ace going out. We see the flaming remnants of that Murano traveling across the desert tundra.
That was like a Michael Bay movie. Gen G as well, in the meantime, lost a couple of players in the kill feed. They're down to 2 alive, 1 down. Never mind, there goes Loki. Too easy. They tried to push into the city. This is what can happen when you come in late, but Gen G had no choice. They had to travel so far this game, but they've got 2 into Monty.
I think Force had to make a push onto this compound that was being held by only 2 members of W-Click, and we see what has happened. It's all down to just Rybo versus Rang. We see Navi trying to make their way on foot.
Is CAD watching though, T1.
Akkad, yes.
Not only them, but also QM out to the west a bit further. I think Navi should be able to push in here. There goes Uncivil to Howland. T1 deal with their pest problem.
T1 has a very wide split here on the street side here. Akkad all by himself. Needs to be careful here. He can hold this. I mean, this is relatively easy. I don't want to say easy, but it's less difficult to hold as a solo player since you've got some hard cover to really kind of work around, and he can be given support by the rest of the squad. But Navi, as you see, moving into 4, and look at that shift. FaZe.
TSM as well in a massively advantageous position. Will they be able to find kills from this compound? That's the question. But as you said, FaZe are getting a bit of circle luck here for match 3.
And look at Gen G. They have to make their way through Montenuevo.
They are in trouble. Esther's knocked down by H-Win. Pio remains. He can go for the revive if he chooses to, if he feels like it's safe.
They've
0
already
kills,
lost 2.
0 points so far. Of course, though, still, the other piece of the bite, FaZe will need to capitalize.
Yes, which is going to be very difficult to do while you're out in the middle of the fields outside of the. I mean, you could hope for that. Maybe they can pick up a few kills of the people that make their way out of Montenuevo, but you got to feel like most of those kills are going to be picked up by the teams inside as they make their way out.
20-minute mark has established. For reference, in the last game at the 20-minute mark, we had 26 alive. We've got 47 in this game. Ooh, Jeff Locker, quick with the trigger, and takes down Aduzi. Na'Vi with 2 kills, but down to 3. Pokemon, nice double tap on Cad, trying to peek out. And shots back, but out of hands, lands the headshot onto Bestaloch. Na'Vi are struggling here, pushing in. They need to push, continuing, regardless if they get shot at, because that blue zone's right on their back. And that's why they need to take this fight with T1 however they want to. PO knocked down as well. The pressure continuing on Gen G. The nades from Na'Vi towards T1. Hallen's pushed further back.
Esther does manage to get the heal up, and you see the blue is right on his back. He's got to find some way to get in here, but that's going to be huge if Gen G goes down early. W-Click finally getting eliminated by Doya as Tempo and Rumblers are fighting off to the east.
Send you outside. Jeff Blocker spraying. Oh, gets the headshot onto Pokemon. 4 kills now for T1. Make it 5. And they're going to make it 6 as well, as Bestaloch is all that remains for Na'Vi. This has been an unsuccessful push in. Trying to fall back, but there's only so far that you can go back, Bestaloch. Heals behind the wall. And we'll have to now probably try and wrap around the west and try and push maybe towards QM.
There goes
Eliminator. There goes Gen G. 93 points. And again, Poro, for whatever reason, they just cannot make it happen in matches 3 and 4, apparently. We'll see how they go, of course, on Sandhawk. As OG and Entis Force will follow them, so will Tempo Storm. Ada holds the angle. They still expect Na'Vi's Bestaloch to push here, but he's not. Holding in the blue for now as he continues to heal. Look at the amount of players inside of Monte Nuevo. You can't even see Genesis on your screen, but they're there as well. Let's go to phase number 6. Phase 6 for FaZe Clan? Not quite.
Easy.
But TSM still in with their compound.
All right, what can they do? Who can pick up points off of what's left coming out of Montenuevo? We can also, it's worth looking at 4 a.m. Still 3 strong on that north side, but they've got to push down and get inside that compound where TSM is, because there is nothing else around that area. They have to find some way to get into this.
And 4 a.m. have got the high ground. They've only got 3. Of course, their kills coming in the early game against Lazarus. You just send it in now and try and take on TSM. GYY with a nade, primed and ready to throw towards a cat. A second one came in behind him. That will do. That was Liga's nade. They got the job done for QM. Now got to deal with Jeff Blocker and Ada remaining for T1. QM pushing up. They're being aggressive as they sweep the city. Jeff Blocker holds the angle. He could only get 1. Liga dealt with the rest of T1.
QM waking up now in game number 3. They've got 8 kills and they still have 3 up. They should be able to get all these reses off.
You say that, but now as soon as you get those revives, now you've got to cross the road. Now you've got to push over to GEX. Genesis have to do the same as well. Bestaloch still alive for Na'Vi, holding on. Kane spots Nerf. He gets him through the window. Genesis only with 1 kill. They needed to make the mad dash across the road. They've done that, but the loft Nerf. Now Provy's knocked down by Bestaloch. Na'Vi's player is still alive. You cannot forget about him. And now Genesis are down to just K-Mine and H-Win. And Space just lights up the kill feed.
Yeah, look at the kill feed. FaZe has absolutely decimated 4 a.m. as they try to make a push towards the center of the circle. They pick up a bunch of kills. QM still alive, though, still pushing in. They've run into GEX, but GEX Leo's not having any of it.
GYY holding on the outside of the wall. Easy went for the inside. K-Mine still up. Kane, last one now for GEX. Nade towards Easy. Tried to get it over the wall. No. Oh, he gets it onto Easy. He made it. Perfectly placed. Perfectly timed from Kane. Now gets the first aid kit off. He's done well. Oh, unfortunately spotted by K-Mine. Now we're down to the final 8 teams for match 3. Genesis down to 2, but they're finding kills here, putting pressure onto QM.
FaZe have sent 2 down from the compound that they were in. They've sent 8C and I believe that's Uba to come and try to pick up kills off of this. Everybody coming out of Montenuevo. This could be huge for them.
K-Mine found the double kill with a nade. Now they've made it across the road, but how much further can Genesis make it? They're inside of the circle for now for phase 6, but in 20 seconds time, phase 7 will most likely take Genesis safe haven out of the circle. Microfry holds on for Rumblers as well, down to the southeast. On the eastern side, VC, up north, TSM, and of course, out west is FaZe. In the center of all this is 4 a.m.'s Forever. Does he get the feed for phase number 7? It's south towards Genesis.
Oh,
a hope and a lifeline potentially for the North American team.
So what is the play for FaZe here? What is the play for TSM and VC? There's only, I mean, it's such a dead, empty area. You can see Forever has built a compound out there for himself with the cars that 4 a.m. had. That's looking like a pretty good spot to crash.
And you could also stay on the edge and try and catch those coming into the circle. There's the tracking of how Forever was able to get to this sort of position. Genesis crossing the road as well. What they had to do to get over here. FaZe is, well, like a scribble because they haven't really moved at all.
Haven't really had to much. I mean, the circle ending right on their normal drop spot, but they have been defending. They have 2 kills, I believe, so far. As we see TSM had the north side, they haven't really seen much of any action coming their way, so only one for them is Rory and Gustav going to make the mad dash. They've got the smoke in hand, ready to protect themselves here. Molotov's out in the middle of the field. H-Win's going to pick up Michael. Now, Forever, can you defend yourself?
Iroh's going to be knocked down as well. Rory, Gustav still remain as they go prone. Throw out the smoke. Oh, the nade though from Forever, defending his kingdom in the center of the zone. TSM have been obliterated in the fields of Monte Nuevo. And FaZe Clan are starting to push out. They're starting to find kills and reduce that gap against Gen G on the overall rankings. Uber with a knockdown onto VC. 4 kills, but Mexi's been knocked down from K-Mine, and he's going to get the flush.
Genesis waking up here with 2 alive from the last house available on Monte Nuevo. 7 kills for themselves. VC, 2 down. They're trying so hard to stay alive, but how much longer can they last?
Will they go for the revives?
Forever's got a grenade.
Domu wants to heal up. You said Forever has the nade. He primed it. Has he thrown it? We haven't quite seen. Yes, he has.
No.
The distance, though, doesn't quite make it, as there's only one
Micro
left. It's
Fry.
DJ Boy. Micro Fry has come out of the blue, quite literally, to try and send VC out here on the road. The next nade from Forever also falls short of the mark, but DJ Boy is just trying to stay alive, trying to avoid Micro, who's now just feeding on VC. 5 kills for the Rumblers. Make it 6. He just got it. H-Win, though, picks up the kill. 4 teams remain. Forever, again, fed. He's the solo. So is DJ Boy. It's the numbers advantage that FaZe has still got here. They've got 3, Genesis with 2, and then the solo players for the 2 Chinese teams.
Forever has been doing such work from this centralized location. Nobody has been able to push onto him. He's got the fort, as we see. How does FaZe push this? They can. 8C is going to go down.
80 knocked down for Forever. Stolen by H-Win, though, for Genesis. 9 kills now, and he's not done yet. Spots Uber peeking above the ridgeline. And now they're scared to push forward. But in 10 seconds' time, they've got no choice, Poro. They need to make the dash into the next circle for FaZe 8. Genesis don't even have to move from H-Win's position as they pile on the Fuzz pressure. K-Mine knocks it down. Fuzz FaZe. They've done well in terms of kills, but not enough. I think they needed more from this sort of game. K-Mine is on another level right now for Genesis.
Genesis picking the exact right time to wake up. This is their map. This is where they get the most points. And this is how they're doing it this time. Uba trying to make the run. Who's going to get the kill? It's going to be Win.
Oh my goodness. Genesis have moved up into the top 5. They can potentially move up into 4th, maybe even 3rd with a win. But Forever doing a decent job for 4 AM. You've got to give him credit. But DJ Boy might have his death wish on a nade. 2 kills for VC. It's not going to be a 3rd just yet. Somehow holds on. I don't know, but he does. First aid kit. DJ Boy throws another one. This one should be the one. No, it's not. You give Forever a chance, and he might take it. He throws the nade in the wrong area. He gets Forever. Forever's insane. 4 kills now from a solo position. Now in a 1 versus 2 with the rampaging Genesis. K-Mine and H-Win. Do they find the win for North America?
We had written them off after their unsuccessful push. They only had Forever left. He's managed to stay alive and keep collecting kill points, keep collecting placement points for 4 AM. They could make a huge push towards Gen G.
Forever does have the best position, though. He's closest to the center for Phase 9. So K-Mine and H-Win need to push towards Forever. He doesn't necessarily have to move at all. He's got a tiny, tiny little ridge here as well. He's safe for now. K-Mine is close. It's time for H-Win to move.
Oh, Genesis has to play this so carefully.
In hand. Genesis, is this the... Oh, no, it's not. Way too far. Not even close. 2 more, though. Do you throw them blindly, or do you wait for some sort of information? Now Forever gets up. He wants to take the fight early. Never mind. Goes prone again. Didn't find the vision that he was looking for. Genesis, 5 kills from H-Win. 6 for K-Mine.
Win did not spot his head whenever he peeked up there just briefly.
They don't know
They've
where he is.
got to be careful about how they approach this because this could be really easy transition.
They really don't. They don't have the information. 3 Molotovs for Forever, but no smokes, no nades. H-Win, final one. You can see they've got no idea how close he is.
Oh,
he
they're
wants to
lined
get
up.
to the bush. If he can get it, it'll be a quick transfer because they're so close to each other. Forever with the 2 times. And a prayer, he spots H-Win, he gets his spray, get K-Mine as well, get behind the tree, K-Mine lands attack, but it's not enough, it's only 18 damage, he lands a second one, he gets a third one, can he land any more? The headshot somehow, Forever at 1 HP, he has somehow stayed alive, K-Mine on 4, what a finish, the Rebels
he went for the heel!
Are you serious? Forever, I see it, Burrow, but I don't believe it.
That's a bad man!
I don't believe it! Single-handedly wins it for 4 AM and maybe gets them back in the race for first place against Gen G. Do not count these guys out.
Absolutely huge from Forever. Coming through for the Chinese squad.
That was still an amazing performance from Genesis as well. Credit where credit is due, but you cannot deny that Forever has come up clutch for his team for 4 AM.